Good afternoon and thank you for joining us at this hour. I am Richard Alechi Nwanyebe. The headlines. President Tinubu lauds Governor Monday's infrastructural strides in Edo State. FCT Minister Barrister Wike inspects Kuje Road, promises better security waste management across nation's capital. Federal government rededicates to teachers' welfare, assures of deepening learning outcomes nationwide. And in sports, Nigeria aims for glory ahead of 2025 Hockey African Cup of Nations in Egypt. Now, in the news in detail, President Bola Tinubu has lauded the infrastructural strides of Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo, particularly the ongoing building of the state's flyover. He described it as a landmark intervention in easing urban traffic and modernizing Edo's transport system. The president, represented by the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, said the governor's bold approach to road and bridge construction in the state underscored the All Progressives Congress progressive agenda. The president extolled the governor's foresight in embarking on the 1 kilometer flyover project at Ikpoba Hill in Ikpoba Oka local government, noting that its completion will transform vehicular movement and strengthen the urban fabric of Benin City. President Tinubu praised Okpebholo's early performance in office, affirming that the governor had set a new standard of governance in Edo State. He expressed delight on the quality and pace of work, assuring that more of such projects will follow in Benin City to address the heavy traffic. He pledged to enforce stricter accountability standards at the federal level to ensure value for money and timely delivery. Now, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Benjamin Kalu, has urged Abia State government and the Southeast region to honor President Bola Tinubu for ensuring that funds were made available for execution of projects. The Deputy Speaker, while making a speech in Abia State at the weekend, commended Governor Alex Otis' efforts in enhancing the state's infrastructure and urged him to give due recognition to President Tinubu for his contributions to the region. Mr. Kalu, in a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Livinus Nwabogugu, also appealed to the President, who was represented by the Minister of Works, Senator Dave Umahi, to consider establishing a seaport in the Southeast region, saying it will boost trade and economic activities in the area. The Deputy Speaker also urged the President to intervene in the demolition of properties belonging to Igbo residents in Lagos State, urging the Lagos State government to allow them to regularize their documents. Now, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezemonye Sonwike, has assured residents of Kuje that the ongoing airport Kuje dual carriageway will be completed before the third term anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Barrister Wike gave the assurance during an inspection of road projects in Wuye and Kuje, noting significant progress in ongoing works.
I will answer this way. Would they say that when we came, it is the same thing as what I said today? I've always told people, take for example, yesterday we were talking about Light of Abuja. Light of Abuja is not just to beautify the city, it's also to improve security. The problem we have here is that when one incident happens, we forget 3 months ago that nothing happened. You will give us the credit, the security agencies, that we are doing quite a lot to make Abuja safe. And Abuja has been safe, but we do agree something may happen. That does not mean that the place is not safe. Just look at what happened in America, Michigan. Say everyone went to church and start shooting people. Will you say that America is not safe? You see the Charlie Kirk, he was killed. Would you say that America is not safe? This is bound to happen. And I don't want us to take that to mean that the city is not safe. If there's one safe city in this country, I think Abuja is.
On security, the minister maintained that Abuja remains one of the safest cities in Nigeria, despite isolated incidents. Wike also expressed displeasure over indiscriminate refuse dumping along major corridors, such as the Airport Road and Nyanya-Karachi axis.
It's also a problem if you watch what is going on now along the Airport Road and the Nyanya-Karachi area. It's been a major problem. We have already removing all the refuse that have been dumped. You just ask yourself, And the problem we have is that we believe in the next 2 weeks the contract will be formally awarded for the refuse disposal. So that I can tell you, that will help us quite a lot. Even in the city, there was no contract. The one that was there before came all expired. But everything is being done to see that. And not just giving out this contract, most of them don't have the capacity. I call them political contractors. So we'll do everything to see that only those who are competent, those who have the equipment to clean to do refuse disposal, are given. Just be patient with us. We are not happy, but we are doing everything to see that to happen.
The minister restated his commitment to balanced development as he appealed for patience from residents of satellite towns and housing estates, assuring that infrastructural renewal and improved urban services remain top priorities in the FCT administration. Again, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Wike, has flagged off the construction of a major connecting road linking Wuse District to the central area through the transit way N2. The project, which includes 2 bridges, is expected to ease traffic congestion and boost infrastructural development in the city. Speaking at the ceremony in Wuse, Barrister Wike said the road was inspired by earlier community-led efforts and commended the T.Y. Danjuma Foundation for initiating a section of the roads. He stressed that road infrastructure remains central to attracting investors and modernizing Abuja, citing ongoing plans by foreign investors to replicate Dubai's City Walk project in the capital.
Severally, I will continue to say, no development in any city without good network of roads. When all the cities are linked with good network of roads, then you talk about that city to becoming a modern city. Then you talk about development in that city. Road infrastructure attracts investment. We have one of our investors from Dubai, who of course trying to build Abuja City Walk. If the infrastructures are not there, they won't come. But because they know and they saw the infrastructure revolution in Abuja, they said we are going to replicate the Dubai City Walk and want to have Abuja City Walk.
The minister disclosed that the FCT administration would also embark on the rehabilitation of no fewer than 40 schools, in addition to 70 schools already undergoing renovation, while health facilities will equally receive attention. He charged contractors to deliver on schedule and urged public officials to remain responsive, insisting that accountability and speed were crucial to meeting President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. On her part, the Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, described the project as another milestone in strengthening connectivity and easing movement within the city. She said the construction underscores the renewed hope agenda's impact, translating government promises into tangible dividends for residents.
This project is yet another testimony of the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency, Mr. Project. Thank you very much, Mr. Project, for all you've been doing as the monitor and the driver of these initiatives and successes. I would like to acknowledge and also appreciate the leadership of the National Assembly and all members of the National Assembly for their consistent support, collaboration, and legislative backing that are bringing our projects to fruition. We appreciate you so well.
Mahmoud further appreciated the National Assembly for its legislative support and budgetary backing, noting that such partnerships have made ambitious projects like the Wuse Central Area Link Road possible. She assured residents that the FCT administration would continue to deliver people-centered projects that promote growth and improve quality of life in the capital city. Now, the Academic Staff Union of Secondary Schools, ASUS, has appealed to the government to prioritize better working conditions and training opportunity for teachers. Chairman of ASUS in the FCT, Comrade Julius Ogundiron, made the appeal on Sunday in Abuja on the occasion of World Teachers' Day. Here is the report.
Yes, we stand, Congress, we shall.
With the ASUS anthem, the stage was set for the celebration of this year's World Teachers' Day with the theme, Recasting Teaching as a Collaborative Profession. Delivering his address, the FCT ASUS chairman, Comrade Ogunderon, said teachers don't teach for income alone, but to make an impact, arguing that a motivated teaching workforce builds well-prepared generations essential for accelerated national development.
We urge the government to prioritize better working conditions and training opportunities. In Germany, America, Japan, and Korea, teachers enjoy respect and benefits that reflect their great importance. We seek for the same for our noble profession.
While commending the Minister of the FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike, for his unwavering commitment to improving the education sector in the capital city, the ASUS chairman called on teachers to reaffirm their commitment to the noble profession of teaching. In their goodwill messages, the FCT Universal Basic Education Board UBEB Executive Chairman, Dr. Alhassan Sule, represented by Bashir Abubakar, and the Director Secretary of the FCT Secondary Education Board, FCT SEB, Dr. Muhammad Sani Ladan, represented by Comrade Muhammad Bukar, both highlighted the important roles teachers play.
Teaching has evolved significantly over the years. With advancements in technology and pedagogy, teachers are no longer just disseminators of knowledge, but facilitators, mentors, and innovators. Teachers are the silent builders of every society. They light the torch of knowledge, shape the values, and create the leaders of tomorrow.
Some teachers at the event bared their minds on what they want from the government.
I use this opportunity to plead to government to see to the plight of teachers. They know the right thing. They have been doing it and they can do it. And I want to add one singular thing. If they want to plan for education, they should involve teachers from the grassroots. They know it.
We want government to take care of teachers very well, especially helping us to equip our schools and classrooms.
The event witnessed the presence of the Joint Union Action Committee JUAC President, Rifkatu Yotie, the FCT Trade Union Congress Chairman, school principals, and teachers. World Teachers' Day is celebrated every year on October 5th, and it is all about recognizing the incredible contributions of teachers worldwide. The day has been celebrated annually since 1994, making it a global tradition to honor educators. Richard Alechinwanyebe, ASO Television News. Now, the federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to enhancing teachers' welfare and promoting collaboration among educators to strengthen learning outcomes nationwide. Minister of Education Dr. Tunji Alausa restated this in Abuja at the grand finale of the 2025 World Teachers' Day celebration and the President's Teachers and Schools Excellence Awards. The minister said the commemoration with the theme, Recasting Teaching as a Collaborative Profession, aligns with Nigeria's education reform agenda and global initiative championed by UNESCO, ILO, UNICEF, and Education International. The theme, according to the minister, is to recognize teachers' vital role in national development. He noted that teachers remain the bedrock of human capital development and nation building, adding that rewarding their efforts was an investment in quality education, student achievements, and national progress. The national president of NUT, Audu Amba, said that the theme underscored the transformative potential of collaboration for teachers, schools, and education system. Mr. Amba noted that the collaboration would not only help to reinforce a sense of belonging and purpose among teachers, but also build resilient, equitable education systems. You are watching ASO Television News. Don't forget that you can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, StarTimes TV channel 127, and on Free TV, look us up on channel 507. On the UHF band, you can find us on channel 38. Now, still to come, Nigeria aims for glory ahead of 2025 Hockey Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Let's get one thing straight. Being a woman with disabilities doesn't mean you don't have the right to quality sexual and reproductive health information and services. Family planning, maternity care, STI prevention. Every woman deserves access to safe, respectful, and inclusive reproductive health care. My body, my health, my reproductive rights. No limits, no exceptions. Your health matters. Your choices matters. Get informed, get care, and take charge of your future.
Now let's move ahead with the rest of the bulletin. The North Central Development Commission, NCDC, has assured it will operate in a transparent and accountable manner, abiding by extant financial regulations of the nation. A statement by Executive Director of Corporate Services, Mr. James Uloko, disclosed these that a new commission barely 1 month old, the NCDC already commenced the process for its full takeoff with the submission of a 140 billion naira budget proposal to the National Assembly. It said on September 30th, 2025, the Commission's management appeared before the Senate to defend the budget proposals and had a robust session where members of the Senate Committee on NCDC scrutinized the submission and received clarifications. The statement, however, clarified that while the budget proposal of 140 billion naira was not altered when officials appeared before the Senate, the allocation of figures cited in media reports do not take into consideration the adjustments made, which will be reflected in the final documents. It further explained that after receiving explanations at both open and closed sessions, the Senate Committee made observations and adjustment before finally giving its approval, pending concurrence of the House of Representatives before final passage. The NCDC therefore insists that the 2025 budget proposal is a working document which is still in process and when finally passed will operate within the life cycle of the national budgets. This explanation, the Commission said, became necessary following unclear media publications over the 2025 budget estimates of the Commission presented to the Senate Committee. Now, President of the Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DEPOA, Mrs. Ogogo Musa, has expressed deep appreciation to Nigerian troops serving on the front lines, commending their unwavering courage and dedication to national security. Mrs. Musa, who made the expression during the October edition of DEPOA's monthly fitness and wellness program, Dance, held in Abuja, also encouraged members of the association to embrace healthy living through regular exercise and positive lifestyle choices.
Why we are having different routines for the exercises is so that you don't say, I can't walk. If you cannot walk, you can actually dance. There are different, you can hike, you can cycle. Swimming is also part of it. Today, you have worked on your entire body, your shoulder, your head. You know, our cardio is really happy right now because the exercise was tense and everybody stood and went through. So I want to congratulate every one of us, and I'm really happy and I thank God that we are all, adopting the healthy lifestyle.
Mrs. Musa reiterated DEPOA's continued commitment to supporting the armed forces and other security agencies, highlighting the ongoing one-year campaign aimed at recognizing and appreciating troops for their dedication and selfless service to the nation.
Like you all know, we're already embarking on a one-year campaign for our troops. So from all of us in DEPOA and all the other OAS, all the other associations, NAOA, NAFOA, NOAA, POA, COA, we are sending our thank you message to the troops, and we are saying we see you, we salute you, and we say thank you for all the sacrifices, thank you for staying awake and keeping us safe, thank you for bringing comfort to us. We are really grateful. We can't thank you enough. We don't even have enough words to say thank you.
Mrs. Musa further assured the troops in the front lines that their families remain strong and prayerful with hope and anticipation for their safe return. The session, which featured over 2 hours of intensive aerobic and dance exercises, also served as a platform to honor and reflect on the sacrifices of officers defending the country. The Guaco 2 Igbo community of Gwagwalada Area Council recently celebrated the New Yam Festival in grand style, bringing together community members and dignitaries to mark the beginning of the new yam harvest. The festival is a significant cultural celebration in Igbo land, showcasing the rich heritage of the Igbo people through music, dance, and food. Our correspondent, Abdullah Mukhtar, completes the story.
Comrade Mohamed Kasumu Ikwa, the People's Democratic Party PDP candidate for the upcoming FCT Area Council elections, was the special guest of honor. In his address, he emphasized the importance of peace as the bedrock of development and reminded his supporters to take advantage of the ongoing voter registration exercise.
Registration of PVC is ongoing. That is a strong tool, an instrument you can use to bring in a capable government, and without it, you will not have a voting right. And secondly, that they should not forget, in the coming election, they should make sure that they vote the right person so that the right thing can be done. And that person, I felt, cannot be any other party other than PDP and other than myself.
Chief Ifeanyi Ede, Ono Ibo of Gwakotu, welcomed guests and promised that the festival will become an annual event. He urged his people to be law-abiding citizens, especially with the FCT Area Council elections approaching.
We Igbos are not trouble people. We always like to respect the rule of law. Yes. As far as I'm concerned, we are planning very hard to make sure that this election coming up will participate fully.
Mazi Agu Okechukwu Samuel, chairman of Gwagwalada Igbo Political Forum, noted that the occasion reminded him of the good old days and called on the Igbo community to maintain their cultural heritage. Mr. Olo Anayo Chukwu chaired the occasion, highlighting the significance of the New Yam Festival.
That is the major problem we are facing today, that our cultures are being allowed to die off. But we the Igbos, we are maintaining it, we are reviving it, we are restructuring it, and we are teaching our children to know that we are from somewhere and we'll have to maintain our culture. Our culture is good for others to even come and emulate.
The New Yam Festival in Igbo land is a culture which we, all of us, practice whenever New Yam comes out, to us to, to thank God and appreciate our forefathers. Because we learn all this is from them. So, and in our own time, we cannot stop.
Highlight of the occasion was the unveiling, prayers, blessing, sharing, and eating of the new yam, followed by musical entertainment, showcasing the rich culture of the Igbo people. Abdullahi Mukhtar, ASO Television News.
And Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wali Edun, has emphasized the government's commitment to a sustainable growth and development of the economy, especially on food security. The Director of Information and Public Relations to the Federal Ministry of Finance, Mohamed Manga, in a statement, disclosed that the Finance Minister made this known in Abuja during a courtesy visit to the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, to advance collaboration on Nigeria's food security agenda. The statement acknowledged that the meeting focused on expanding access to certified seeds, establishing a decentralized seed certification system with strict quality controls, and finalizing preparations for the upcoming dry season farming. Both ministers affirmed that strengthening agricultural productivity is central to reducing food inflation, attracting private investment, and securing long-term economic growth for Nigeria. They further pledged more support of government to ensuring food production and security agenda of the administration to be fully achieved. Now, the European Union Election Follow-up Mission has urged Nigerian authorities to advance timely electoral reforms to restore public confidence and facilitate credible, inclusive elections in 2027. European Union Chief of Mission, Mr. Barry Andrews, stated this during a media briefing held in Abuja in order to assess the progress of the electoral reform process and implementation status of recommendation offered by the Union. Oluwak Belumi Adeyemi tells us more.
As 2027 elections draw closer, European Union Chief of Mission, Mr. Barry Andrews, disclosed that Nigeria's democratic resilience depends on reforms in which the citizens believe in. He encouraged political actors to seize the momentum to deliver reforms that can safeguard transparency, inclusiveness, and credibility.
Since the 2023 elections, important work has been undertaken. The Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2025 and the Constitutional Review are ongoing, as you know. Both incorporate many of our recommendations. However, it is clear that the clock is ticking. A particularly positive development has been the constructive cooperation between civil society and the legislature. Civil society organisations have contributed expertise and advocacy, and Parliament has created space for that consultation and engagement. We are encouraged by this constructive cooperation between civil society and members of the legislature, particularly in shaping proposals for a stronger legal framework.
Furthermore, Mr. Barry highlighted the importance of the proposed legislative momentum seen in the Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2025, which provides strengthening Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), ensuring a transparent result transmission system.
Establishing an Independent Electoral Offences Commission, as envisaged in some of the constitutional proposals, would be a major step forward and a clear signal that those who break the law cannot act with impunity, and that elections are not a contest without rules, but a contest governed by law. Even if such a commission is not established, closer cooperation between INEC, EFCC, the police and the judiciary would go a long way to addressing impunity. The fifth priority is to remove ambiguities and inconsistencies in the legal framework. The Constitutional Review and the Electoral Bill will address many of these issues and do address these issues, and once again we have seen constructive cooperation between Parliament and civil society, but timing is everything.
The European Union Election Follow-up Mission reiterates its commitment in partnering with INEC, broad stakeholders, members of National Assembly, political parties, civil society, media institutions, and development partners through constructive corporate exchange meetings in ensuring a free and fair 2027 elections. Belumi Adeyemi, ASO Television News.
President of the Hockey Federation of Nigeria, Engineer Simon Nkam, has expressed confidence that both the men's and women's national teams were all well prepared to secure podium finishes and bring pride to the nation ahead of 2025 Hockey African Cup of Nations scheduled for October 11 to 18th in Egypt. Speaking in Abuja after a friendly match at the hockey pitch, Package B, Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Nkam highlighted the Federation's meticulous preparation program designed to ensure players are fully equipped for the demands of the prestigious continental competition. Nkam noted Nigeria's impressive progress in hockey over recent years, with the nation's global ranking improving from 56th to 36th position. In order to avoid the common issue of late arrivals at the international tournament, Nkam confirmed that both teams would depart Nigeria on October 7th, allowing them to acclimatize and participate in several warm-up matches prior to the main competition. And that does it all on the news at this hour. But before we go, let's take a look at one of our major stories again. We're told that the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Wike, has inspected Kuje Road with a promise to a better security waste management. That's the news. I am Richard Alichinonye. Many thanks for investing your time with us. Good afternoon.